Alrighty, welcome back. I'm your man, Bad Chad, and Queen Jolene's on the camera, and we are on air. I'm having a real hard time with this side, just to be honest with you, straight up. When I welt the quarter panel together, it had a little bit of curve into it. Every time I went to put the quarter panel on, Jolene was not here. Every time I went to put it on, it would suck the quarter panel in. Every time I tried to put it on and screw it in, this curve here, I had a curve going this way on that panel. We curved it this way on the roller, but I had a curve on this way when I welded it together. It was a mistake. Every time I tried to screw it in, it pulled it right in and sucked the quarter panel right in. I did manage to fix a place here for the wheel well before we put it on. You usually don't do that, but it was a simple matter, and I fixed it. I put a piece of angle iron down here, weld the bottom of the window tray to it. That's all good. I got a little bit left over, so when I patch inside the wheel well, I can weld this piece to that inside wheel well. We've got our angle iron on the back like we did the other side. Just kind of cut it off, clamped it on, and welded it up. Got it where it should be. Finished off the trunk. Excuse me. I'm going to put the quarter panel back on, and hopefully it does not go bounce back in, because it was giving me quite an issue. It was making me ugly. It was making me ugly. I'm going to say making me ugly. It was frustrating me to the point where it was frustrating me. And when something like that happens, not sure what to say. When something like that happens, it's hard to get away from it. I've got the back towed off, or the back where it's supposed to be. The back panel I cut because I laid it up there, and I got what I needed to get off this side, the shape of it, what it's going for. Got that done on this side. So the panel has been cut in the center, and I took that. It has not got that big wow in it anymore. Has not got that. I cut it in the center because it was not working out for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try it back on. What's going on? There's another issue too as I got this going on. There's all kinds of issues. Let's put it on and see if we can figure some of them out. Off and on, off and on. Most of the morning was spent trying to gather up the pieces and get it fitting on the car. So I must say this one looked better than the other quarter panel when we made it. It looked better, had rounder, all that sort of stuff. But this one did not apply like the other quarter panel on the other side. This one's giving me what do you call that? A little bit of lip. So we're gonna get a mat here. Get my knees on. We'll get the quarter panel back on and see what it looks like. And if it's giving me any hassle. I'm going to punch it. No, I'm not. We got a screw hole right here. That drill has, see it sucked in there when it did that? Don't want it to do that. Don't want it to do that. There's one hole right back here. I marked the holes when I took it off. Just makes it a little easier. Now, when I push that in, oh, nothing's going on right now. Good. And what's happening here? Good. Good. Awesome. So that's going to be pushed in, obviously. That's going to be cut off, and we're in there pretty good. That's all going to be cut off in there. We're going to zip cut that and butt weld this on and cut that all off. You have to remember, this quarter panel was for the other side. So I took the shape off of this one from the other side. Now, what I'm getting here is we want to take a look at the bottom. This is what's making me don't want to put a bruise in that, but don't want to put a bruise worse than that. If you come back here and take a look, everything seems to be fantastic going that way. But can you see this right here? Can you see this right here? Have that's angled down like that. If you go back by the toolbox maybe, you can see it. See how it's up there? And like if that has to go up, yes it does. Or it has to go on. But I can't have that hanging down. Like I can't have this line coming down when this line's going straight along there. I have to have that true, or where it should be. So we're going to put that in place. I'm going to have to cut that, relief that. I'm not sure what's going on here right now. That's up against that. Got a little bit going on there. Not feeling bad. It's not feeling bad, but I got to fix that right now. So we're just going to put another screw in that, make sure that's tight going down there. I think that we're good in the back. Screws maybe put away. Not in the place. Huh. Right over there, I see them. Okay, so that's what we got going on right now. That quarter panel is not fitting in the front whatsoever. In the back, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. Yes, I am. I'm happy with it. But the front, I am not. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a screw in here to make sure it stays tight and right. The reason I'm going to run it up here and run it all the way down because I do not want it bunched up here. I want this tight so I get a true read down there. If I'm going to cut this down here to make it go right, I want a true read up here. It'd be a shame to not have a true read up going along here tight and right and then cut that and have it in the wrong place. I do not want that. I got a little bit of buffing going on there. I must have put that tool in there. Take the rust off. It's taking my eye. We'll have to fill those holes in after we start butt welding it on. Now, I'm going to take a level, or don't matter, level, ruler, whatever. Let's straighten that out. I can't have it like the way it is. There's no possible way. Yeah. I'm saying that this is where we're going from, that point. I'm going to screw that up in there just so I can get another true read. I'm going to have to get a self-tapper put in there. So sometimes it doesn't work out exactly the way you want it. And that's okay. Just fix it. I'm going to screw that. No, I'm going to screw that. I want to hold that in tight so I can get a true read. Stop it. Not really getting a true read. The sill's cut off. Now, I'm going to stand back and take a look. All the holes that I'm putting in with the self-tappers will have to be... Now you can see that it's on an angle. It don't look good. Down like this. Terrible. Terrible. So, this is what I'm going to do. I had a marker right here. I'm not sure which end I want to be at, to be honest with you. If I hold that on the back of that and down the sill of that, back of there, down there. Want to make it go with the sill that I do. Stop it. Sometimes it's a trying thing to do something by yourself, but it's not even close where I wanted, is it? Nope. I wonder where that hole is. I'm going to stand back and take a look at it for a minute. I'm going to figure this out for a second. If I cut it, I drew a line there, I'm going to have to slice that all the way back to bend that up. If I do not slice it all the way back, bend up, I'll have a spot in that lower rocker panel or the lower quarter panel. I'll have a kink in it, because if I don't slice it all the way back, it's got to be sliced all the way back. If I slice it and then put it in place, I'm just wondering if I want, I guess we'll talk about that after I cut it, I guess. All right, I'm going to cut it. Not something I want to do to a new quarter panel that we've just made, but in all honesty, if I had a quarter panel that I had bought, and we all probably have been there before, that's done any amount of body work or restoration work, when you buy an aftermarket panel, generally they're never straight or they're never going where they're supposed to be, and this sort of stuff has to be done to make it right, what I'm doing here. But I made the panel, so I'm the one who gets the trouble, or gets the, you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say. I'm going to cut it. Don't want to, but I'm going to. What you're thinking, don't do it. Now, when I put that up in there, all I did is stuck it up inside. Now we're cooking with gas. And it probably could be shaved up a little bit more. I'm going to take the flapper wheel. It does not look straight to me right here. It looks like it's got a little bit of a bow to it. I can straighten that up a little bit. Bum, 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 bum. Let's do this. Thanks for coming back, everybody. We appreciate it. We do. I'm going to tack I'm going to tack that there, and then we'll deal with it. I'm going to tack that up in there. And a little bit of it's bowed out because it has not become back to that straight edge that I had bent in the quarter panel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tack that here. That's my kind of day. That's my kind of day. It's my kind of day right there. Just want to take a look at it. It's flopped up in there. That's good. Can't tell. I come back and take a look at it. It's way better. Now I'm going to use this to push in on it. Hopefully I can get it back in place. Kind of wondering what I'm doing here. Is it bending it? Is it? What's it doing? I think it's in place, so I better work my way back. I don't want to dent the panel all up, just made it. It back on. We had a little bit of a lip there, remember? That little bit of a lip just went up inside the quarter panel, that's all. Yeah. I can live with that. If we come back and take a look at it, you can see all the metal along the bottom. This quarter panel, or this sill, has been cut free. And it's got a little tiny lip on it. And this also can be pushed up, like so we can get a little bit more. And this is long, so we can cut it off. We want to get to our, make our own lip going on there. I'm saying that that's pretty good. Not all. So I can shove that in there now. I think I can. All right, what I'm thinking is, I got a little much of a bend right going on there. I'll probably end up doing maybe a little push in there to push that back out a little bit. I want to end that right around there somewhere. I've got it up here a little bit too far maybe. I'm just looking at it. Let's take it back off. And we're going to deal with that piece. That's what I mean by deal with it is, if I take it back off, I got to weld it up. So I'm thinking that I'm fine with that piece right now down there. I want to take it off, take the floor pin off. Have to talk myself through this because that's what I like to do. I have a new appreciation for my DeWalt power tools ever since I bought the new. I have a new appreciation. Wow. Let that go for a second. Sorry, sweetheart. I got it. That's what I got going on right there, people. What I do not want, I'm going to turn this around. What I do not want is, if you want to come on this side, sweetie pie, on this other side. What I do not want is that right there. I do not want that envelope. So if any moisture or any water or anything comes down, it goes right in there between those two pieces of metal. And there's, you know, unless I weld that up there, I guess that'll be fine. I do not want that. I do not want that. I'd rather butt weld it together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the exact same thing as I did to the 1/4 pound to get it on. I'm going to run the zip cut through it. I'll put it together, and then we'll butt weld it back on. I don't really want to leave that. I could seam seal it before I even put it on. I could do that. Hammer. Let me look at that. It'd just be easy to weld it up and seam seal it, I suppose. This is what's going on. If I butt weld it together, there's still going to be where I butt weld together, there's still going to be a seam there where I weld it together. Am I making any difference? Is it making any difference to me to take the time to run the zip cut through there and butt weld that? It still could have a pinhole in the weld. It most certainly could. I still can grind it off nice, you can't tell, so I can weld this up here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it, weld it up, and go for it. I think. Let's do it. Talk myself out of it. There's going to be a seam there anyways. And for me to pretend that I'm going to weld it up and not get a pinhole in it for something to knock it off would be foolish, I guess. You cannot see it. It's something that I'll be able to undercoat. Get a big C-clamp. See the long one anywhere at all? Right there, that's the one I want. So we'll make sure that comes together tight. See that? Says it all. Says it all. Between each one of those, there seemed to be a Going to have to take that weld right up to that edge so I can grind it off nice. So I'm figuring. Okay. We have some knocking on the door? Nope. It's not feeling too bad across there. Not feeling too bad. Alrighty, so what I've got is, and I don't want to weld that up on the car. I want to weld it upside down. And I want to do both pieces that I have. I got both pieces. I got this end to do, and I got this to do. So now I think I'm getting close to having a quarter panel that's going to fit. I still want to take some shape out of that. I'll set it down on its face before I get started. So right now I'm just going to run along it and put some spot welds on it. Alrighty. Let's check it out for heat. Ooh, no warpage whatsoever. Fantastic. Let's get out a flapper wheel. We'll get the flapper wheel going. We'll knock it off. I knew it was hiding from me. It scared me. It's going to make it go to work. That's what is happening. Let's do this. If it ain't one, it's another. Marvelous. Grind the wheel well after I get off. Let's do this. I want to should shave that off first probably. That's some. Do this if we can. What I want to do is I want to x-ray this panel in the back where we butt welded it on. Now, what I do is I got the light on this side coming in this way. If I look on it this way, I would be able to see if there's any pinholes in it. It don't look like it to me. If you want to know if you've got a pinhole or something, watch. When I bring this up, take a look where I've not welded on the seam. You can see all the light coming through. Exact same thing will do for a pinhole. Okay. Now I'm going to fix the back side of this before I slam it on. I'm going to just bring this right over here. I want to push that out. It's a pretty simple matter, I guess. You don't like something? Let's give a tap, tap, tap with a hammer. See what's happening there. believe it or not, I'm not trying to put dents in it. I'm just trying to move the metal. Now, there's no denting going on. I've got a nice head on the hammer. Just trying to move the metal. No dents, no dents. Let's put it on and see what it looks like. Actually, I got to clean this off. You can see I've got good penetration there. Just looking for penetration everywhere. Bingo. I'm hoping that I can put this panel on for the last time. That's what I'm hoping. That now, would you? Hard to believe. Now I've put a bunch of screw holes in this, and the ones that have a mark are the ones that I want to use. Stop it. Now, just looking. There's a little tiny spot there. Let's do this first. I want to put something in front of that. Why put that on? Maybe a little tiny piece of sheet metal. And the reason being is I don't want to dent it. I feel like I'm putting a little mark in it there. That little piece right there. Just to help. Just to help. Everybody needs a little help someday. We'll put that back on again. Stay. Back, take a look. Got the end up. Maybe once I cut the line, it might not be bad. Alrighty, when I push that in, that'll give me pressure when I push that in. long one, suck it in the back like I did before. I'm not sure if I'm real. I'm going to hit this because I want to. Got it nice and strong. Do. Now, that'll be played with. We'll put that in together, probably, no doubt. Goes over like that. And that'll be beat over to that. We'll butt weld them together there. We'll cut that off. It's fitting good there. I'm going to put a little... I'm happier with the bottom of that. I am. Yeah. I do have a little bit of kerfuffle going on right there. Other than that, I feel like the panel's close. I think I want to play with this just a little bit because I have the chance to. You know, I can pull it off. There's a little bit of tapping I can do right there. Not sure if I open the trunk if I can see it or not. Alrighty, I'm going to call that the quarter panel on. Get it welded up, get it ground off. Not sure about this yet. Just don't like how it's fitting. But when I put a new sill on it, that's the time to make it all right. We're out there on the door quite a bit. The door stuck out there quite a bit. You can see that. And you can see that the door is not fitting the hole that well, and it's hanging out above the line. So we pull that sill out a little bit, get it to match up with this one. I think we'll be cooking with gas. Cooking with gas. Take that off. Just put a little... This will tell us all. Let's do it. It's nice, right? Got a little tiny bit there, that's fine, that's where it's welded up. Get a little bit of action going on there. That's going in. All right, everybody, thanks for coming back, I appreciate it. It was a struggle to get this side to go where I wanted it to go. And I somewhat still feel like I do not know yet until I get the other, I have to put another rocker panel on this car, obviously, and get the bottom cut off and get that running straight, because that's not making me happy the way it looks there. It's so-so. I got a little spot here I want to fix. It's not that bad, actually, but I just want to be able to put a hammer on it for a second. Feels good and flat. Just a little bit right there. All right, everybody, throw in a like or a comment or a share or a boo or a who. I don't know what to say. But this was rougher than the other one. But I think I almost have it. And I'm getting ready to weld it in. And maybe we'll do the corner together. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. Have a great day, everybody. I am sweating.